The Lloydminster Agriculture Exhibition Association recently announced that they did receive a $1 million grant from the Alberta government, and I'm joined here today with Jackie Tomeyer, Assistant GM of the Lloydex. Now, can you just explain a bit into what type of grant this is?
About 7 or 8 years ago, the plan was put into place or started to acquire the land that is north of the exhibition currently so that we didn't become landlocked and so that we could build for the future for the next 100 years of the exhibition. So that was some groundwork that was laid about 7 years ago by a very insightful board and previous GM Mike Sidoric. And surprisingly to all of us, it was kind of a pie in the sky idea. And it came to fruition about 2 weeks ago when we got the letter that we'd been approved for the $1 million grant.
And what was the process like working with the government for this grant?
Yeah, so it's a large stream funding grant and it has been applied for a few times because it opens up every year and it's been applied for multiple times. And it involved groundwork on the history of this place and what we would see going forward. So there was a lot of hours put into this grant as far as, what we would do with the land, what we would do with programming, how we would benefit Lloydminster. So that was put forth as well as some drawings and maps. And that was submitted about 2 or 3 times, I believe, going over the last 7 years.
And now, as you mentioned, this will be going towards the land expansion. So when will we really see that start working and come into play?
Well, currently, not anytime soon, as currently this doesn't help us in operations. This is completely just for the purchase of the land. So current financial situation of Lloydex is still that we are still trying to just stay alive and stay open and through the COVID crisis. So we are still campaigning for that. This will just secure our future. We have great confidence that we are still going to be here, and we do have some great plans in the works for the future as far as maybe a new event center, maybe a riding arena. There's lots of ideas that are being thrown around the board table. So those will be down the road, though. Currently, we just, we have to focus on the day to day and make sure that we are here for when we can develop that land and look to the future and give Lloydminster even more services and some fun times and great experiences.
And as you mentioned, with the year that 2020 was, and that with the financial troubles for almost everybody, how can people around Lloydminster help the Lloydex?
Well, right now we're running a cool campaign. So we are asking people to donate $100 and challenge your friends, your coworkers, your business people that you're in business with to also donate $100. And if we can get 1,000 people or businesses or groups to donate $100 each, that will go a long way to sustain us for the next few months. I am very optimistic that the next 6 months from now, we will see a very different outlook and we'll all be working our way back to being together again. And we just need a little bit of help in this interim. I'm super proud of our board and our team for what they've done so far through this whole pandemic and how we've been able to operate. And we're certainly thankful for Lloydminster for the support that we have gotten to date. And we're just asking for a little bit more.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Jackie.
Thank you, Jasmine.